My name is Jesus Maximiliano Campos Morales, and my team is Los Bombakalat, and we are going to tell a story that's called Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived in a village near the forest. Whenever she went out, she wore a red riding cloak, so everyone in the village called her Little Red Riding Hood. One morning, Little Red Riding Hood asked her mother if she could go to visit her grandmother. "That's a good idea," her mother said. So they packed a nice basket for Little Red Riding Hood to take to her grandmother. When the basket was ready, Little Red Riding Hood put on her red cloak and kissed her mother goodbye. "Remember, go straight to Grandma's house," her mother cautioned. "Don't dawdle along the way, and please don't talk to strangers. The woods are dangerous."
But when Little Red Riding Hood noticed some lovely flowers in the woods, she forgot her promise to her mother. She picked a few, watched the butterflies flit about for a while, listened to the frogs croaking, and then picked a few more. Little Red Riding Hood was enjoying the warm summer day so much that she didn't notice a dark shadow approaching out of the forest behind her. Suddenly, the wolf appeared beside her. "What are you doing out here, little girl?" the wolf asked in a voice as friendly as his cloud monster. "I'm on my way to see my grandma, who lives through the forest, near the brook," Little Riding Hood replied.
The wolf thought to himself, "What a tender you creature, what a nice plump mouthful. She will gather to and the old woman. I must act craftily so as to catch both." So the wolf walked along with the red Riding Hood for a while, and then said, "Why don't you go pick some more flowers? They are so beautiful here." Little Red Riding Hood looked around and saw that the sun was getting lower in the sky. "I don't have much time. I must on my way to Grandma's house." But the wolf had a sleigh there. He pointed out a path that led straight to the Grandma's house, but was much longer than the path I intended to take.
Meanwhile, the wolf, taking a shorter path, arrived at Grandma's house first and knocked on the door. "Who's it?" called Grandma for her. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood," the wolf said, imitating her voice. "Oh, how lovely. Come in, my dear," Grandma called out. The wolf let himself in. Poor Grandma did not have time to say another word before the wolf gobbled her up. Then he got into her bed and waited for Little Red Riding Hood. A few minutes later, Little Red Riding Hood knocked on the door. The wolf jumped into a bed and pulled the covers over his nose. "Who is it?" he called in a crackly voice. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood." "Oh, how lovely. Do come in, my..."
Little Red Riding Hood entered the little cottage. She could scarcely recognize her grandmother. "Grandmother, your voice sounds so old. Is something the matter?" she asked. "Oh, I just have a touch of a cold," squeaked the wolf, adding a cough at the end to prove the point. "But, grandmother, what big ears you have," said Little Red Riding Hood, as she edged close to the bed. "The better to hear you with, my dear," replied the wolf. "But, grandmother, what big eyes you have," said Little Red Riding Hood. "The better to see you with, my dear," replied the wolf. "But, grandmother, what a big face you have," sighed Little Red Riding Hood, her voice quivering slightly. "The better to eat you with, my dear," roared the wolf as he leapt out of bed and began to chase her.
Terrified Little Red Riding Hood tried to escape,
but the wall was too fast, just as the boat to catch her. A loud noise startled them both. A hunter who had been passing by heard the commotion and burst into the cottage. He drew his gun and shot the wolf. However, in the chaos and fight, Little Red Riding Hood tripped and fell, hitting her head hard against to the corner of the. The blow was too severe, and she fell unconscious. The hunter rushed to her side, but it was too late. Little Riding Hood did not survive the tragic accident. The hunter whipped at the loose of the brave little girl and for Grandma. The cheerful cottage was filled with sorrow, and the village mourned the loss of little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother. From that day on, woods were silent, and the villagers spoke in hushed tones of the dangers that lurked within.